as you all are aware, if there is no grassroots, there cannot be any party. And what they are emphasizing there, as some of the leaders of thought has said, is that there is need for continuous engagement of the grassroots. That is, there should be continuous meeting of the party at all levels, so that the grassroots can be fully aware of the current happenings, both at the national, at the state, and at the local level. So if the theme of today's gathering is that grassroots awareness must be well driven, I think it's a right step in the right direction, because the grassroots is the fulcrum of any political parties. If any party does not have a grassroots, there is no way it can win an election at large.
It's been a very successful outing for the APC Southwest today. It's the first time in over a year where we've been able to bring all of the delegates and the leadership of our party at the Southwest together. And the decisions and the deliberations that have come out from today's meeting is not only rich, it's been very focused. People have given out suggestions, ideas and solutions. A lot of people have been able to ventilate, and express their support for Mr. President, and they've been able to express their support for the party and a few challenges that we have, right? We've also been able to look at ourselves and talk about it. And this, in my view, will help to deepen, not only our democracy, but internal democracy in our party, and further hold the pride of place that APC has in our country, and more importantly, the Southwest in our nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
On behalf of the people and government of Lagos, we want to once again say, this is Lagos. You're welcome to the Center of Excellence. You're welcome to the commercial, economic heartbeat of our country. You're welcome to the state that we do not want it to catch cold, but if it does, a similar part of our country will have one form of cold infection or the other. You are welcome to the pride of Southwest. You're welcome to the melting point of our country. You are welcome to Lagos. It is therefore with gratitude in my heart that I welcome you to this very significant gathering where we have come together as one big family to explore ways to work more closely and effectively, not just as a party, but as a people, our region, and indeed our nation. Today, it presents an opportunity for us to share ideas and to agree on strategies to make your darling Southwest and take it to greater heights. As a key part of Nigeria, the Southwest is blessed with immense potential to lead this country towards prosperity. We have abundant human and natural resources. We've got exceptional creativity and intellectual strength, as well as rich cultural heritage. The Southwest is blessed with unique assets that we can harness to move our nation and our region forward and to give Nigeria a respected place in the global community. This meeting, therefore, is not just an opportunity to reflect on how far we have come as a party, as a region, but also to reignite hope and to chart a course for a better Nigeria. One where poverty and lack are things or will be things of the past. As a people bound by common values of integrity and respect, the strong Omonuabi in us, we are unique with a position to change Nigeria's fortune. The Southwest has always been the heartbeat of this nation. It's recognized as a pacesetter in innovation and progress. Our past leaders earned this pride of place through their visionary leadership. They built the first African television station, WNTV. They built the first skyscraper in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, the Cocoa House. They built the first station, the first stadium, the Liberty Stadium. They built several firsts in their time. Through disciplined management and strategic investment in education and agriculture, SouthWest stood tall among its peers, not only in our country, but in the entire West African region. They banished ignorance and poverty completely from the region. They installed in us values of integrity, of respect, which has given rise to what I term the Omoluabi ethos, the hallmark of honesty, dignity that has shaped our region and our identity. So we have indeed missed the train somewhere, moved the needle somewhere, at the point that we're now looking elsewhere. How did our land, so rich in agriculture, in opportunity, now produces people that we cannot begin to relate with, where we're asking for a means of livelihood? How did our youth turn to names that we cannot even mention? How did we get there? We certainly need to reflect, but today we have a chance, not just as a party, but also an opportunity as a people to address and to retrace our steps so that the birth and the rebirth of our region can be on a forward trajectory.
We are gathered to reflect on our achievements, renew our commitment to the Southwest and Nigeria at large, and collectively strategize for the future. Since the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly on June 13, 2023, the Southwest Caucus has been a formidable force, contributing significantly to the progress of our legislative duties. Out of the 18 senators from the Southwest, 15 are from the APC, making our zone the largest single block of APC senators in the Senate. This has given us considerable influence, and we have used it effectively for the good of our people. First and foremost, we aligned ourselves with the party's leadership, ensuring that the leadership structure of the Senate and House of Representatives was in line with the dictates of our great party. I must commend the members of the Southwest Caucus for their steadfastness during this process. Your unity ensured that we did not lose out in the leadership dynamics of the 10th Assembly. Moreover, we have stood firmly with the leadership of the National Assembly, especially when plots were being hatched to bring the leadership to disrepute. We remained united behind the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and his deputy Jibril Barau, even when there were unfounded allegations of budget padding. The Southwest Caucus remains a stabilizing force in the Senate. Secondly, our zone has also received fair recognition in the leadership of the Senate. I'm honored to serve as the Senate leader, while in the House of Representatives we occupy the position of the Chief Whip's seat and other high-ranking positions. This extends to key committee leadership roles, which further amplifies our influence in national decision-making. One of the major achievements of our caucus is the successful passage of the SouthWest Development Commission Bill.
Adopt his speech, and to also thank him for convening this very important meeting, and to also extend our gratitude to him for the leadership he's providing within the SouthWest governance. I just want to plead with us that we have a sacred duty to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. History has put it on our shoulder now to stand by him. We don't have a choice other than to give him our total support. We from the SouthWest don't have a choice. It's not in our place, and I repeat, it's not in our place to criticize this government openly. We have access to him through the governors, through our party leaders. Even if there are things that we feel very strong about, we should keep it within the family. Because we don't know when next we are going to have this kind of opportunity. I just plead with us that we support the president. I also hope that one of the resolutions of this meeting will be, go back to your various states, replicate this kind of a forum at the state level, let it happen at the local government level, and let it happen at the world level. I wish all of us a very successful deliberation. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Our party, we must ensure that we discuss how do we foster unity amongst party faithfuls. We must list out how to achieve such laudable objectives. We must have defined timelines to achieve these objectives. Because the truth is that a political party is not a social club. It's not a social club where you determine this is the class and type of people I want in the party. A political party is defined by the numbers and membership of the party. We must begin to think of how to grow our party. We must begin to talk about registration, more and more registration of party faithfuls. And I'm glad that I have the privilege of being at an occasion like this so we can begin to discuss on such strategies. A party, an election, is not Olympics.
Ask me to say to you that there's a saying, no pain, no gain. But that he sees the gain at the end of the tunnel. And that you should not worry that that time will come when we will all sit down, we'll all smile, we'll all be happy. And we will all thank the government of the day. Thank you for taking these decisions. This is the hallmark of a true leader. He has said to tell you that right now he is not thinking of the next election, but that he is thinking of the next generation. And that is why he is taking the decisions that are long overdue, that should have been taken yesteryears, many, many years ago. For every moment, for every time in history, a particular leader is produced for that moment. If we look at our history books, we will see throughout history, the course of history, where different leaders were brought up for different moments. Now, this is our time. This is our moment for Nigeria to produce a courageous, bold, smart leader like President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For today's occasion, Mr. President has asked me to do nothing but soak in everything that has been said. Take copious notes of everything that has been said by the SouthWest leaders, so that when he comes back, he can act on it, work on it, and he promises that all the deliberations he will give fruitful, he will give serious consideration to.
Officers that were working together, we're standing in front of you to give a commitment that all will be put together, and through the various state chapters, it will be turned into a working document that will be made available for each and every one of you, so that we can indeed take this forward from just a talk shop into an action-driven, implementable process that can further deepen and enrich not only our party in the Southwest, but becomes a Bible or a document that even other regions can borrow from, and the entire nation can see as a good resource, and Mr. President also can play with. So we want to assure you, and my Egbo is here to also give his voice, that we will be doing that very, very shortly, and we're passing it through the various states chairmen to every of the delegates that have participated at this APC Southwest Assembly.